हेलो एवरीवन, आई होप यू ऑल आर डूइंग वेल। गाइस, आज का हमारा जो डिस्कशन टॉपिक है दैट्स गोइंग टू बी एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऑफ इंडिया। सी, you all are school going students and some of you have passed out, means somehow everybody has been to school. I simply want you people to place your opinion on our education system. हर एक एंगल पे कोशिश करना टू ड्रॉप योर ओपिनियन, इंटरनेशनल आस्पेक्ट से कंपेयर करते हुए, एट द सेम ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर द आस्पेक्ट्स वी कैन से एंड लिसन ईच एंड एवरीबडी केयरफुली, because if you listen then only you will be able to add your own opinions. Okay, don't go with arguments, simply place your opinions and go with the healthy discussion.
Well, the definition of education in our world means holistic development of an individual. But in our India, we are facing several challenges of our education system. Well, if you talk about the education, then in our education system, only two things are missing. First, education, and second, a system. When we talk about education system, then a person should have that particular ability to have access to education. But if we talk about the rural areas, then only 27% of people have access to education. When we talk about the 50% students are drop out by class 8th only in our India. When we talk about literacy rate, then it's just 77.5%. And as well, our India has ranked 72nd in the world global ratio in the cognitive development of an individual.
More than Switzerland population, India produce engineers. But still, whenever it's about the innovation, research and all, then Switzerland is on the first rank. Basically, what does it mean? That we are only just delivering, we are only educating people, but whenever it's about the quality education, then we all are lacking. In India, 83% of educated people are still unemployed. Then it is not only about the school, it is not only about the education, but it is also about the employment that they have to get after completing their schools, after being graduated person, right? In UP 2018, 462 post of police messenger only. That was the ability of the eligibility of 5th class passed and only know the cycling. 35,000 of graduates, more than 3,700 PhDs, they all took place, they all just filled the form for that police messenger only. Then we can see the situation and condition of India, that they are just behind of government school, they are just behind the government jobs and all, because this is secure and all. That is the main condition of education system that we all are lacking.
Even I agree with point, like everyone's point. If I talk about more about education system, so I would say that if we ignore some things, we are still focusing, or we are still copying, or we are just going with the education system by the British. Even as I want to tell you that when British colonized India, okay, so they were facing two major problems. That first was the communication with Indians, and second was communication with workers. Okay, so to solve this particular problem, they come up with the English Act 1937. Okay, in which they come up with a particular thing that like English will be taught in the schools. So it gives them benefits that they will like Indian people will can communicate with them. Also, they can be a worker under the British government. Even I would say that if we talk about some other developing economy like Russia, okay, so even France or China, so they don't give too much priority to English. But in India, your English gives you a particular thing that your communication is good or not. Okay, so that's why we are like sitting here, most of us, that we are learning English. Why? Because in India, it's English is a reputation language. So this is the main problem of education system, that we are not able to understand one simple thing, that English is not all about communication.
We all have listened that competition is very important, so that we can improve ourselves. But healthy competitions in schools, like there are the population of 60 to 70 students in a class, but on those class, like on that population, only one or two are toppers. Why? Let me tell you the reason. As we people have different thoughts and mindset, at the same time we people have different way of learning. Like our sense, like every person have different sense, who has you can say, who work in a better way. Suppose my listening is very powerful, his visualization is very powerful, Bhaiya's reading is very powerful. so that every person sitting here is a different learner. And in exams, only the person who has the better, you can say, memorizing power be the topper, and that's why we fail in the terms of learner.
First of all, if I will talk about Indian education system, then our children from by birth after 2 or 3 years as a pre join the school from class nursery to class 5th. After that, the children study from class 6 to class 12, and after completing their schooling secondary, they complete their graduation in India. Most of the common thing for with every student or in every family. And after graduation, most of the students are searching for the job or seeking for the job, but they are not getting what actually they deserve it, because they are in the employment. And that's the main reason in India is as of now the ratio is 40% graduate in India is still unemployed. The reason is the schooling and the graduation and the colleges anywhere the student never get an opportunity to learn any skill. If I compare India with another country, then in China or any other country, US, the student focus on skill from the day one starting of their schooling, and they also focus on sports of the students as well. That's a very good thing for that countries as well, and it is a lack for the Indian education system. Thank you.
As per the earlier points discussed, our education system, mostly our teachers, mostly our teachers discriminate us on the basis of our marks. If you're a topper, you're treated like a king. If you are an average performer, you're not. And yeah, probably this discrimination has to go, because we cannot discriminate our own students when we are wearing uniforms. According to the school, the uniforms are distributed so all of the students can look equal, and there should be no discrimination. That's what the school says. And if we can implement that on the marks basis, that would be a great thing.
Talking about education system, there is two questions which keep wondering in my mind. First is why the passing marks is only 33%, and second, if you got 95 98%, what you will get? Nothing. At the last, after clearing your 12th, you are only having a report card in which you are having a percentage, but with that percentage you are not getting any employment on anything. Even though now the system has CUET, NEET and JEE, so you have to clarify an entrance exam, so your academic exam having academic studies having no purpose. And there was a says in earlier that during Bhimrao Ambedkar and Swami Vivekananda times, that education is power, because on that time education having a quality. But right now the way we are studying, there is no quality, because every year CBSE or any board exam boards are reducing the syllabus. And secondly, we have to work upon the skills and quality, and there is no quality in our education system. We are just mugging up the theories and all the things.
In the very embarkness of the education system, there are various kind of the plans and various kind of the policies which has been running out in our day-to-day life. The first education policy which has been running, it's a plan 3+4+4+2+3, where we have been running our education system in our schools. But after that, it's just about getting the degree. It's not about getting the new skills. It's not about getting the new job. It's getting the new job. We all has been stuck between a place where we are just running behind the jobs, we are just running behind a particular course. But the real education system, what it does mean by your own mindset. If you want to enhance the capability of your mindset, then we must know what is the value of skills, which is not taught in our schools, which is not taught in our education system. There are many of the things which are missed by our policies. There are multiples of the country which has been running in our day-to-day life, which showing that what is the real power of skills, just because they are working upon the base which is made by your own mindset. We are just different. We all are different, made up of 7 natural elements. That is why we have got the different mindset. But we knows what is the real potential, and we have got the different interest. That is why our government need to segregate our work. Just like one person having a different interest in drawing, one person is having a different interest in astronomy, they should furnish each one of the student in different manner way. That's how the education policy should be recognized in our day-to-day life.
Okay, by the education what we generally learn, being in discipline, being in manner, and having etiquettes. But does these things are taught in the schools? No. In the schools, what are generally taught to us? Right, the reading the things, writing the things, and mugging up and homework. Simply, this is the whole pattern of the school, and I am sure in the 12 to 14 years, if you go school, so like there is not any one particular student who know the whole basic etiquettes of the life. Still, the students throw the garbage on the road. Still, they split on the road, and they sit there. They are having etiquettes. Are these things called etiquettes? Definitely not. But in the schools, the practical learnings are still not provided. The learning which is just there, that is theory. And in right now, most of the schools, the labs are not there. And we are demanding for the better education. We are demanding for the better future. And I can say that in the school, the co-curricular activities are not supported as like the studies. And so that's the reason why there is not that much athletes in our India. That's the reason why our India has not won any single gold medal in the Olympics. So we have to promote these things as well with the education as well, so we can be a developing country.
So our education is mainly focused on a theoretical knowledge, not on practical knowledge. Our practical knowledge increases the skills which help in the future for finding the jobs. Now the degree, a degree is only a eligibility criteria to form a form of job, to fill a form of job. So if a person who has skills, he can be a successful or get a proper job in his successful life.
So first of all, the Indian education is one of the oldest in the world, with the students studying in Gurukul ashrams centuries ago. So still, there are many students who are not studying. As per my opinion, the education should be free for everyone. So the government should take some steps like the education should be free for everyone, and the syllabus and the education syllabus is the same for everyone.
Now I will put some points how to improve Indian education system. First point, the teacher education. In most of the village area, the government teachers are not still educated for their own subject. The second point, parent involvement in the student study. Because lots of parents do the admission for their children, but they did not involve in their school or any parent teacher meeting or anything else. They are just send their student to the school and they forget it. So, and third point is practical learning, because as of the now I see there are the lots of children in every school, in every private school, as my nephew as well, only making the notes, theoretical notes, drawing and printing other stuffs to put in the notebook. So apart from theory, schools should focus on the practical knowledge as well. Fourth point I will put over here, personalized education. Like the students, everybody have different mindset. So teacher have to understand the mindset of the student, and according to their mind, they have to guide them and they have to teach them. So personalized education is most important in Indian education system. Thank you.
So you might have talked about lots of things in education system, but one thing I forgot, that is the corruption. In India, you have seen in each and every year, the paper has leaked. Not a single year we can say that the paper is not leaked. You can say that India is just corrupted a lot. But let's just compare to China. That is also a country, that is our neighbor, and population is also almost same. But the education system of China is very fantabulous. You know how? In China, they take exam in a prison. They take exam in a prison in which there is full of security, even the exam sheets are just travels in a full of bulletproof trunks. So you can see that how much security it is being given by the China.
Till now we have understood education system of India, but it is improving. We cannot neglect this particular thing. See, we have lots of problem in our education system, but still day by day, if even you can see the new education policy, we are improving. So means it's a basic thing that if a country wants to be a developed country, so it need to improve its education system. If we will not improve by mind, we cannot go with innovations and all. So I just want to say that we all hope for the betterment of education system of India, and we cannot neglect this particular thing that it's improving. Thank you.